Cheesy garlic bread, we are first going to start off with the dough. Here I have some regular plain flour. I am also adding in some millet flour simply because I don't like plain white bread. Here I have some dried thyme leaves. I have here some dried basil leaves. I also have some fresh thyme leaves as well. This really does add to the flavor of the bread. I have some brown sugar, salt to help balance off the flavor of the bread. I have here some yeast, an egg which helps with the softness of the bread, coconut oil. I am using coconut oil today, butter can be used or margarine as well. And here I have some warm water. Also, I will be adding in a little bit of the garlic in there. I forgot to grate it in time to show you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because I do have to do it for the cheese paste that I'm going to make to add to the middle of the bread. So let's go. So here are my garlic, and I'm just going to go ahead and use a small grater and just simply grate it. And here you have it, guys. This is the grated garlic. So again, as I said, it really does help with the flavor of the bread. I'm not sure what happened, guys. I'm so sorry. Right, so it does help with the flavor of the bread. Now let's move on to the beef. Today I'm using my stand mixer. So we are going to go ahead and add in all of the aforementioned ingredients. I also decided to add in last minute just a little touch of green seasoning right here. It's optional. Okay, so now that we added all our ingredients to the mixing bowl, we are going to go ahead and mix that really well. Also, you want to make sure that you have some extra flour on hand in the event that you do need that. Let's go. Okay guys, so here is what our bread looks like. Yes, look at that stretch, guys. Okay, so we are now going to place it into a oiled bowl. The bowl I did add in a little bit of coconut oil. Don't mind my hands, it just came from the flour dough. And I'm just going to rub it all in here, and then I'm going to take the same hand because you want to make sure that it comes off easily. And I'm just going to pass my hand in the, let me show you guys here. So pass my hand throughout the bowl to grab up every piece of dough, sticky dough that would have remained on the sides of the mixer. All right, so this is what our dough is looking like. So here's our dough. If you look carefully, you can see bits and pieces of the dried ingredients and also the fresh thyme, small leaf thyme. We are now going to place that into our bowl, and we're going to allow this to sit until it has doubled in size. I did promise you I was going to show you the millet flour that I'm using. This is the one from Bob's Red Meal. Okay guys, so this is what the dough is looking like. It's almost there. I just want to show you guys. It's almost there in terms of doubling in size. All right, so at this point, we are going to go ahead and prepare the garlic paste and also to grate the cheese. Okay guys, so here are the garlic. So I have about, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10. Now, if your garlic is bigger, you can always use less, all right? Mine, some of them are a little bit on the smaller side, so we're going to use these. And we are using our grater that I used just a few minutes ago to grate a couple for the bread. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same here. Here is our grated garlic. So next what we are going to do is to add some olive oil to it. Mix it up really well. We are also adding in these dried thyme. Extra flavor in there. And of course the dried basil that I use in the bread. I did save some of the fresh thyme, so we're going to also add that in. That helps with that nice taste of freshness. All right, and it smells so good, guys. So we're going to just mix that around just like that. I'm going to add a little bit more of the oil to make sure that we have enough paste to go around. And of course, if you realize throughout this process you don't have enough of it, you can always just add some of the paste, the garlic to the paste. So this is what we have here. So this looks as though it might be enough, but maybe not. If not, I'm just going to add some more. But let's move on back to the bread. Okay guys, so here I have a plate, and this is the cheese that we are using today. A mixture of cheese can be used, but I just have the white mild cheddar cheese on hand, so we are going to use that today. This is what cheese. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to weigh the cheese just to make sure I know how much cheese that I have here. So I currently have about 8.3 ounces of cheese in this bowl right here. I may not use all of it, so I'm just going to cut that in about roughly half, well, a little more than half. To that side, and we are going to go ahead and grate. So I'm using this grater, and I'm using the side of the grater to shred it. So let's go. This is like roughly 6 ounces of cheese here that I would have grated. All right, don't move. Okay guys, so here's our dough. It has double in size, it's ready. So I have here my pastry mat on already here. I'm just going to add a little bit of flour to the surface, and we are going to proceed to rolling our bread. So I'm just adding that here. And to deflate it, boom. Do you see that? Nice. All right, so I'm just going to take it and rest it here. And we don't want to overwork the dough. So I'm just gently pulling all sides together, just like that. So more or less you want to form a nice little ball. There you are. And then we are going to take some flour as well and add to, this is a small rolling pin. All right, so just like that, and we are just going to go ahead and roll it out. Right, let's move on. Okay guys, next step is to more or less take this paste and just to put it on all over, paste it all over the dough, just like that. So you want to evenly spread it out across the dough. I have more than enough to accommodate the size of the dough. Any excess remaining, we're going to leave it to place it on top of the bread before we add it to the oven to bake. All right, I think we're done here. Check it out, guys. So we're going to set aside the rest. Now we're going to take our cheese, and you want to be generous with the cheese. So I'm going to put that all over. All over. I think I may need to add a little bit more of the cheese. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I did add a little bit more of the cheese, and also you want to make sure that you have your prepared pan. This is a big pan. I can't remember the size right now, but it's the longer pan that is huge. So we're going to take our time and gently fold this as tight as we can, just like that. Any excess flour, be sure to brush it off. 1 second. So here is our bread, and what we are going to do is to tuck in the sides of the bread so that everything stays in and it does not fall out. All right, so we're going to simply go ahead and just tuck it in just like that. You pinch it and tuck it in. Yeah, what I can do is to add a bit of water. So what I like to do also is to just make sure that I roll it like this. Yeah. And also you want to pay attention to the size of your bread, because you don't want it to be a case whereby it's too big. You may have to cut it in half if that's the case. So, and then we are now going to place, let me do it simple here, I forgot here. Right, so it seems to go nicely. Alright, so we're going to gently place it into our pan, and ta-da! That's what it be 45 minutes or until it has double in size. Now you can do some of the design on top, and I'm going to do that as well. So using my knife, and I'm just going like this, little incisions. Here it is, guys, family. So here is what our bread is looking like. It has doubled in size, and I do have a little bit of the paste remaining. So we are just going to rub it all over the bread, and we're going to add a little bit of the cheese that was remaining. All right, and we are going to place it in our preheated oven to bake. All right, so now we're going to place it in the oven. Hi guys, so we are now checking our bread, and it is ready. Ooh, hold on. Guys, look how nice and golden brown. I did leave it in a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. It's going to be nice, soft, and delicious. Look at that color, y'all. Look at that. It looks so good. So what we are going to do is to allow it to cool before we slice into it. Well, that is if my family could wait. Guys, so here is our bread. I excuse me, I removed it from the pan. Now it's still very much on the warm side. All right, so you may want to allow it to cool completely before you cut it, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and gently slice into it so that you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. All right, so this is the first piece, guys. Look at that. There is the cheese and the garlic mixture right here. And I'm going to show you guys as well, this bread is nice and soft. Look at that. Look, you see that? Yeah, texture is good as well. All right, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment below, let us know what you think, and if you would have made this bread before, let us know exactly how you made your bread. Until the next time, we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.